Welcome to another Friday assessment. Yes. Let's get excited. Why? Because you have made it across another week, and I'm going to celebrate you. Why? Because you mustered up the strength. You said there's something greater on the inside of me that's on the outside. There's something great on the inside of me that the world needs. Remember, we are not in and of ourselves. We are in this world for a purpose. We exist for a purpose and on purpose. You were created with purpose, and I'm glad that you reminded yourself that purpose is calling, that destiny is near. All the King's men, I thank you for joining in today. It is such a blessing that you have decided to stop by and fellowship with all the King's men today. Well, all the King's men, I thank you. I want to talk about that very thing that tried to stop you today. I want to talk to that very thing because you got to remember, we're talking about areas that you're having success in and the area that you're not having success in. So when that enemy came at you this week, you said, look, I know that I can't go forward because the enemy continually feels like it just bombarding me, but I know I can't go backwards. That's a good place to be in. Why? Because you've made the conscious decision that I'm in a place to where it feels like I can't go forward. And I know with 1,000%, with the doubt, with the shadow of a doubt, that I cannot go backwards. I'm not going back to that place. So I'm going to stay right where I am. And what I need you to do while you're in the place where you are, I need you to assess. That's what this is about, the Friday assessment, assessing the areas where you're experiencing success and the area that you're not experiencing success. So you said, look, I know all the work that I've put in. I know what's fighting. I'm looking at something that's fighting me ahead, and I know what I fought through to get to where I am today. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to assess my situation. I'm going to assess who I am and what is the thing that is stopping me right now. Well, what I want to tell you right now as you do this Friday assessment, there are a lot of when we're facing challenges, when things are coming at us, there are a lot of voices that are speaking. And then we have to get into a place where you want to hear God's voice. And it's often the still small voice. And it's often the thing that continues to bombard you, but you reject it. Why? Because it's not common to the flesh. And the thing that we often reject is purpose. Why? Because it doesn't look like what we think it should look like in the flesh. But that exact thing is what's going to catapult you out of your situation. It's going to catapult you to your next level, to your next dimension, to your next, whatever that next may be. The very thing that's fighting you, it's to push you. It's to push you. It's to push you into the direction that you need to go, because you may be trying to go straight. You may be trying to go right or left, but God is telling you to go the opposite way, or that you got to fight through this thing, but you got to do it a certain way. Purpose is calling, but you are rejecting it. You're rejecting it because it does not look like your plan. But you got to remember, there are adjustments that need to be made to the plan, but not the destination. Remember, the destination is going to stay the same, but the plan is bound to change. I don't want you to change your destination, but be willing to change the plan to get to your destination. Remember, God told Jeremiah, I know the thoughts and plans that I have towards you. No, that was the nation. He said, I know the thoughts and plans I have toward you to give you expected end. This is what he told Jeremiah. He said, I knew you before I formed you in your mother's womb. That means that was purpose. That was destiny. God knew you before you was formed in your mother's womb. So that was destiny. That was purpose put on you before you was even formed. So do not reject purpose, because God's plan for you cannot be denied. It cannot be diverted. It cannot be averted. All you can do is say that I'm going to deny God, and then you're basically dooming yourself to a life of hell. And when I say life, this life and the next life, to hell. So why don't you say, God, I submit this morning to the plan? In that Friday assessment, say, God, I submit, and watch that thing drop, boom. And you're going to be like, wow, why I didn't do this earlier than now. All the King's men, all I'm saying is perform the Friday assessment. I want you to get in the, but when you do this, get in the place by yourself and remove all distraction. Turn the TV off. It's just you and yourself. You, yourself, and God, and allow God to download. Do the assessment. There are probably things that you don't want nobody to know, but God knows. I need you to know. I need you to face those things, because often we'll try to cover things up to overcome something that we know that we have to deal with. And dealing with that thing actually reveals purpose. And you don't even realize it. When you deal with that thing, the greater you is going to come forward. All the King's Men, the Friday assessment is so important. I have grown because I've allowed myself to assess my situations. I've allowed myself to grow. I've allowed myself to be in different situations and said, what am I to learn from this? I'm even in a place right now, I'm like, how can I get to this next level? How can I get to this next dimension? And I need strategies. So I have to do the Friday assessment. God, what are you teaching me? God, what am I to learn in this time, in this situation? But I know purpose is calling. I know destiny is calling. Destiny is calling you today. But I need you to answer the call, because often we want to reject the call because we want to do what we want to do. But it ain't going to happen until we answer the call. It's not going to be fulfilling until we answer that call. So all the King's Men, I thank you for stopping by today. Like, tag, share, drop a comment. Let me know what's going on. Give me feedback. If you want to connect, drop your information there and I will send you a private message to connect with you. So all the King's Men, my prayer is that you have a blessed day, blessed weekend, and a blessed week to come. Until next time, be blessed.